Well, a very, very good morning to you all. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all well. This is new.
It is new, isn't it?
Look
It's
who's
a joy.
with.
Good morning.
Come here.
How are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, thank you.
It's
Yeah,
been 6 months since I last saw you.
It feels like 6 years, doesn't it?
It feels like a lifetime. Now, last time we worked together, we brought brand new collections out on the old telly box that went hand in hand with the brand new that you're launching today.
Correct, absolutely. So it is completely standalone. You don't have to have those items, but we have bought them for you as well today, so you can get hold of them here. But it is independent if you wish to use it as an independent collection.
So what I'm going to do is tell you the norm, how to shop. Type in the word shop and then the code we give you. For example, if you want everything that we've got on this show, shop bundle. That will get you stamps, it will get you dies, it will get you the MDF, everything you need and more. But everything is also broken down. I think I made that word up. It's also broken down into individuals. So if you want individual items, so you only want the dies, your money will only stretch for the dies, or you just want the MDF segment, you can do that as well. So it's worth having a go. Check out your baskets as soon as you've got everything in there, because I've just found out with live shopping, people take precedent. So if you've got it in your basket and you've not checked out, it ain't yours until you check out your basket. Right. Let's kick off. You know how this works. Any questions, queries, worries, woes, get them in. We're live across the board. Shop Floral is the first one. The brand new bundle of the 5 die sets.
Correct.
And when I was doing prices yesterday, when I was making my card, I thought, no way. For the amount you are getting...
There is a lot here.
You are getting loads. For £76, that and 95 pence is what it should be. You're paying £64.99.
We like to do the best we can do.
And that's what you've done. And this is what I like about live shopping as well. You are in control of the discounts. So the discounts have already been added. So don't worry about that. And the discounts Jamie's giving you are better what Highlight could give you. So you've gone,
We're
you know
in
what?
control of the ship.
We're going all up.
Absolutely.
Right, let's crack on with this because there's loads on here. Where do you want to start?
So should we start with the lace one? So
yeah,
this collection is all about the lace. So let's start off with our very first lace die. Now, shortly we'll show you the stamps that coordinate with these, but please don't think if you're somebody who's not into stamping, you have to be a stamper. You don't. We've purposely designed these dies so they coordinate with the stamps, but if you're just into die cutting or if you've already purchased the stamps, they completely stand on their own 2 feet and you can use them just as you see them as a traditional die set. And this was important quite often, and it's a bit like later on today when we look at the Cuddly Clan. When we bring you stamps and dies together, and we do them at the same time, we can do them so you get the outline of the shape. So we'll give you the outline of the animals. There's no point to the die on its own because you're going to need the stamp. Where this time, instead of just giving you the outline, we've given you the filigree panels in a completely different design so they can stand on their own feet, not be in conjunction with what they are, but can be if you want to use them. So in the set, you've got 3 different dies, your 2 outside edges, and then your filigree panel. The panel on its own can actually be extended. There's no edge at either side of it as such, so you can carry that on as far as you wish to. And then because of you've got your separate inny and outy edges as such, you can use those on their own, you can leave them out, you can extend where you put them, or you can use it directly against the edges of the actual die to make that filigree border. And once again, you can then nest that and carry it on if you wish.
A question once again now, when I was checking them out on the website last night, can these lock in, i.e. top and bottom? Yes, they can be extended long ways, but can you do, if I wanted to do a full card front with them, would they lock into each other?
I will show you a card shortly, possibly, that gives you that idea. This is kind of that idea in a sense, but not locking. This is coming in from the top and the bottom as such, giving you that open area in the middle. So you can go that way about it. This is one showing you how you can extend it. Let me get this the right way up. So you can extend the design down if you wish. This one's lovely, showing you how you can use it as the edges of the pages of your booklets, if you would like to. Even this part on the end, Wendy's taken the actual die cut and trimmed it to make it into a little strip instead of having it as the big border you see it. So again, think about snipping into them and away from them. It doesn't have to be as you see it in one big part. It would be if it come part. There we go. So it just gets squished in my box. But that one's like literally cut into the card front. This is kind of cool. This is showing you the square dies that we've got coming up on the show as well, but leaving that inside one of the squares. This is the same, showing you it framed. This one's again done by Wendy, showing you just those two outside edges being brought together to make a little thin border.
There's loads you get, and that's just one of the 6 that you're going to get in this bundle. Remember, Shop Floral will get you all of these. If you're thinking, though, I've never seen this, Jamie, I don't know where Jamie's gone, but I'm loving this one at Shop Mega. That will get you everything that matches in this. Remember, you've also got Klarna, you've got ClearPay, and you've also got PayPal, where you can split the cost, so you haven't got to pay in one big lump sum. All the details for those are on the website, and when you check out, 10% of the mega bundle has already gone. You've seen one die of the first set. 10% of the mega bundle has already gone. You need to check out those baskets as quick as you can. Let's move on, though, because I remember doing the stamp version of this, and I'm so glad you've now done the die, because fussy cutting's life's too short.
It is too short, absolutely. So this is your hot air balloon die. So again, 3 dies in here. You've got the banner element, you've got the balloon as a filigree panel, so it's going to stay in your cardstock, then you've got your outside edge. So here you can see you can team them together, you can use them on their own. It's up to you. I'll just show you a couple of samples just so you can get the idea of how you're going to build these up. But whether you wish to sort of build them as Lynn has here into 3D elements, shadow them like I have on this little pink card here, or whether you wish to, of course, use that die to match up with your stamp like I'll show you shortly, is up to you.
Shop Floral, that's part of the bundle as well. You can also go for that individually. Sharp Hot, if you want to go for the hot air balloon individually, but obviously you get the better savings when you go for those bigger bundles. So Shop Floral will get you all of them. Moving on from there,
we've gone to the lace butterfly this time. So this one gives you 7 different dies, and this is the first time actually we introduce you to a new die concept that we've never done before. These are our emboss dies. Now I'm going to be honest with you, when we was prototyping this, we did these first thinking that we would match the stamps with them. That didn't work. But I fell in love with them because they emboss so beautifully that I didn't want to leave them out. So give them to you in these sets as well. And I'll show you this more with the flowers when we get onto those. But you've got embossed dies, you've got your outline die, you've got your filigree. You've then got the 2 outlines to go with the stamps as well as the smaller ones. Whether you choose to cut it in, cut it out, add the antennae or leave it as a solid, the choice is yours.
With the embossed dies,
yes.
By the way, 20% of that mega bundle has now already gone. Shop Hot, Shop Fly, Shop Stencil. If you want to go for things individually as well, you can say, oh, that.
They are stencils.
Oh, they are stencils. They are all separate that you've got on those ones. But 20% of the big bundle. You know the embossing dies?
Yes.
If I did that on vellum, would it give me white work?
I haven't tried that, but we can. Absolutely. I would have thought so.
I'm guessing it would give you the...
I can't see why it wouldn't, but as I haven't done it, I don't want to it will.
Fine.
But I think it probably would give you a very nice effect in that. We'll show you the flowers next.
Yeah, let's do the flowers. Shop Floral, remember, you get all this is under that one code of Shop Floral.
So this is a huge set because I fell in love with the emboss and the open work, as we're going to refer to them as. This set has 18 different dies in it. Yeah, we got a bit carried away with this one. So these ones are your deboss ones. You're going to see these as the solid ones. Then you've got all of the matching open work ones to go with them. Then you've got 2 filigree panels with separate outside edges. So this set kind of gives you 3 different completely changeable flower designs as such, even without bringing in the stamps. Really so does. Yeah, loads and loads of options with these. If we do team them with the stamps, this is the kind of effect we're going to get. This is what I'm on about by the deboss work. So this is just using it with gold mirror cards so you can see that texture, but as it cuts, it's going to push that down into it for you, and you're going to end up with them sort of indentations. You'll also see them on the banner, the butterflies, the flowers, the leaves, just to give you an idea. But to me, that looks like 2 completely different sets because we've got 2 completely different end results from them, all out of one set. And this is a set you're going to find loads of different ways to use.
Shop Floral is what we're looking at for these ones. Remember, get involved and you need to check out those baskets. Please do not miss out. This is a brand new launch, not been seen before. Is this first time launching?
It's first time it's launching and it's exclusive. Exclusive. You will not find this anywhere else.
It's a world exclusive. Then.
World exclusive.
World exclusive. Universal exclusive.
I don't know how big we can
You won't see this anywhere else on social media, I can tell you right now. So get involved. From there, we move on.
Then we move on to the lace square. This one has 15 dies in this one. And again, they're going to match up perfectly with your stamps. You've got the emboss or deboss panels, and you've got the solid panels. And then you've got your lace square, giving you the innie and the outie edges. So it's up to you if you wish to cut it as an aperture, leave it as a solid, or leave it in your cardstock. Again, so many options we can do just by having them 3 different edges.
Now,
3 different pieces.
just what you've seen so far, versatile. Oh my word, there is so much, and the snippability in this. Yes, you give us all the dies we need, but then on top of that, we can also snip into them and just use maybe small corners and use them as pockets, use them as things for your scrapbooks and your journals. And look at these cards. None of these cards are the same, but they've all been used on the same die set.
Exactly.
Which is that, and that's when we start talking about value for money. This is where it really comes in to its own. Now, with the money that you're saving £11.96, which I'm guessing would be one of the sets for free. Just
yeah,
about
probably,
nearly there that you've got. To take advantage of the prices, £64.99. The details are on the side of your screen. Shop Floral is what you're looking at for this one, and that will get you what you've got on here. Very, very busy across the board. James asked, are the balloons, butterflies and lace dies the same size as the previous stamps?
Yes, they are. So everything will coordinate for you. So like that's your stamps with your flowers. This is going to give you that edge. So you're going to get a little white edge running around the side of them, but it will all team up for you. So this is the new flower being used with the old stamps as such.
Loving all this one. And I think that is why the mega bundle is so busy.
We bought out the stamps last August, and I think by now we're possibly all getting a bit fed up with trying to cut them out. So this is the answer. This is how it's going to take it and make it so much easier for you. We all want easy, don't we?
I've always said fussy cutting life is far too short for fussy cutting. Far too short. So these are brand new. It's only got one airing today as well. There is a different show this afternoon when myself and Jamie are back. So get them while you can. From there, where do you want to move to next?
Shall we move on to the stamps?
Let's move on to the stamps.
Just so we can see again how this is all going to coordinate for you. And equally, there are some of us who just like stamping. So if you wish, you can purchase just the stamps. This is the lace flowers, collection. This is how they're going to look like if you just stamp them and leave them as they are. The dies will literally match up to all of these elements if you wish to cut them out. You can, of course, just use them, as Adam says, to make background pages. We can use these on our cards. So these ones are ones without the dies being used, just to show you that you can use them on their own if that's what you wish to. But of course, when you bring in those dies, not only does it save you cutting them out, the bit that it took me a minute to realise is it gave me the ability to shape them. I'd forgot about that. I was just thinking of adding them up and sort of building them, but not actually shaping them. And that's a whole new world that you can achieve by having them cut out.
Shop Collection is what we're about to show you now. We are showing you 6 sets of stamps is what you're buying into. £49.99, a saving of £9.95, which once again, pretty hefty saving that you've got on here. So take advantage. Remember, it will work with the previous collection we've just shown you as well. From there, we're moving on to
the hot air balloon.
The balloon.
So this one is going to give you the balloon, the banner, and several sentiments which fit within the banner. So you can choose which one you wish to use. And then, of course, that is going to match up with your die set again. So if you do wish to cut them out, very, very easy and achievable to do so.
Samantha says, are the stamps available today? We're looking at them now, Sam, my love. We're looking at them now. These are the ones you want. You want a shop collection is what you're looking at. Get hold of them while you can, because they will work with those dies that you've just seen. From there, also available in this bundle.
So this one is our lace butterfly. So again, giving you the main butterfly and then smaller butterflies and the separate antennae. And then down to you whether you wish to use the die to trim them out or whether you wish to just leave them on your cardstock. Again, the choice is yours now that it would give you that ability.
This is the thing, and if you like colouring, and if you like to doodle and things like that, like Moodle, like our Lou does, these are the stamps that lend it, that you can really go to town with all of these. We're still not finished, though, in that stamp bundle. You saw them in the die form, so they're exactly the same. This lace in stamp is beautiful.
This is gorgeous, isn't it? And this one, again, we've joined this. You can see here on our board. I can't tell you where the join is. Can you see it? But there is a join there somewhere, and that means that we can extend this to whatever size we want it to be. So whether you want to take it around a cake, like Ian has with our die cuts on the cake behind us, but you could do that with the stamps instead if you prefer, or you could do it with both, or whether you want to use it across the bottom of a scrapbook page, or you want to take it into home decor, Great for matching up and extending to whatever you want that to be. So that's your lace.
Shop collection, that's the lace that we're looking at there. From the lace, we move on to...
We move on to our lace square. So this one again has its matching die that comes with it, or can be purchased separately, sorry, but you've got that ability. And then you've got all of the different components on here to stamp and layer with as well.
There's loads of people going for that mega bundle now. Joanne's just come in. The lance is divine, and oh wow, Joanne, all ordered. Naughty step again. Everyone's on the naughty step by the road. That's what I'm reading here. And then we've got sentiments in this one as well.
And then we do, yeah. So these, of course, don't need a matching die to go with them, but you can use the banner that comes in with a hot air balloon for quite a lot of them if you wish to. But this is a set of sentiments giving you sort of the focal parts to the outside of your card and then a few insert pieces. And they're quite nice sizes, so you could use them on your tags as well to carry it all through. And you've got happy birthday, thinking of you, sending hugs, best wishes, birthday wishes, get well soon, sent with love, and then a few larger verses as well.
Shop collection is what we're looking at for this one. So collection will get you all of the stamps that would work with the shop floral. So the floral was all the dies that we showed you earlier. So they go hand in hand with all the stamps that we've just shown you. So if you're thinking, well, actually, I quite like this one, but I still want a bit more, you've got that mega bundle. Now go and check it out. Liveshopping.vip. Jamie's got his own little shop there, which is always stocked, that you've got. And that's the thing with these sort of different shows that we've got. You have got your own shop and you are in complete control of that shop, which I absolutely adore. So go and check out those little images to see what you're going to get in that mega bundle. 20% of that bundle now has already gone, and we are only 15 minutes in to our first live hour. We've still not finished there, though. Where do you want to go next?
So here's where it gets quite exciting. And I don't know how your boards are set out, so I'm going to try and confuse us completely. I want to talk to you about the stencils and the MDF at the same time. Because basically what we've done is we've done stencils to go with the flowers, the balloon and the butterfly. Now I know these are never easy to see, but in here not only do you receive the main parts, you also receive the cutouts as well. And there are so many reasons that we can use our stencils on their own. It means that once you've done your stamping, if you don't want to die cut, you can mask off and you can go in and colour just that area. That's one of the best reasons for using these. You can also use them to emboss with as well if you wish to, by running them through your machines. You could of course do a bit of stamping, maybe the flowers for instance, lay these over the top of them and then go in and ink over the top of them. So again, loads of achievable options by just playing with the stencils on their own. So great as a standalone item, but we then have...
I've just seen the price.
Yeah, our stencils are quite silly
so
prices.
I made my cards yesterday, save having little post-its everywhere, and I sat in the office yesterday and I was typing away and I was like, oh, okay, they're nice price, $3.99. We're going to get... No, you get... I just thought it was for the outer edge.
No. So
you get the mask.
You get the
and
mask
you also
and
get...
you get the stencils. And the stencils are A5, so and you're getting the positive and the negative. Where applicable, where we think you're going to benefit from having it, we'll give it to you.
But now I'm thinking embedders.
Yep.
Embed them into your cards, run them through your die machines and things like that. They're $3.99 if you're going to go for them individually. You've got Shop Fly, which are the details on your screen at the moment, which is $3.99. So which one's Fly?
Fly would be your butterfly, I should imagine, won't it?
So would be your butterfly. Your butterfly stencil, £3.99. So that's Shop Fly. From there, should we go Hot air balloon? Shop Hot, I'm following you now on the screen. Shop Hot, which is your hot air balloon, at £3.99. And then you've got Shop Stencil, which are the flowers that you've got on this one, £3.99. Nice giftable. Nice
they are,
price
yeah,
as well.
And they match up so well with the stamps and open up such a little world to play with those once you've stamped them. But it gets bigger than that. It goes further than that. It goes further than that. So we've got MDF. So I'm going to bring in all three of the MDF just to confuse us again.
Okay.
There are butterflies, there are hot air balloons, and there are flowers. Now these will fit within the stencils.
Nice.
So when you want to stamp, because if we want to stamp on our MDF, and normally you put MDF into a stamp press, you put the stamp on it and then you lift it up and the MDF moves so it sticks to the stamp and you don't know where you've been. You don't need to do that. You put your mask or your stencil in your stamp press, you anchor that down with magnets, you put your MDF into the aperture.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, exactly, like the kids' jigsaws, very much so. Put the MDF into the stencil. You put the stamp on top, and then it doesn't matter if your MDF moves or not. You know where it was because it was in the stencil, so you just put it back in the stencil. We'll show you this in demo so you see it.
It's thought of it, 10% of the MDF butterflies have already gone. I've just noticed as well, if you're going for the MDF balloons, the hot air balloons, if you turn them upside down and use the labels, they look like bottles.
They do.
You could get away with little bottles
I will
on
also-
these ones, or light bulbs.
I've got one as
Oh,
a light bulb. I haven't got a bottle.
Should be on a
Ian,
DT
I
team.
believe. I did this one a little while back.
Look at that.
But yeah.
But
Not
that's the hot
really,
air balloon.
sorry.
It's exactly. Once again, you wouldn't know it was the same.
There's also, and I didn't show you, Ian, and you've set me off on a tangent.
Go
now,
on,
where
go
we're
on.
gonna
Let's
find
go off on
it.
a tangent.
Ian does this really, really well. He also likes to take our hot air balloons and turn them into vases or vases, however you wish to pronounce it. I'm not very posh. Essex. So, but yeah, so he's trimmed
nice.
off the top part and put it back into the neck of the vase to create that, which I thought was a really cool idea.
That works.
He does this a lot. I think
Especially
it's
with the
cool.
flower stamps that you've got, and now you've got the dies to go with those as well. Shop MDF is what you're looking at. £3.99. Do we get all?
No, you've got to type in shop MDF balloon.
Oh, we have to do shop MDF balloon, shop MDF butterfly, or shop MDF flower is what you're looking at on that one. So shop MDF balloon, MDF butterfly, MDF flower, all $3.99 though. You can't go wrong with that one. And then obviously we've got that mega bundle,
We do.
which is everything we saw up until now.
So all 6 stamps, all 5 dies, all 3 stencils, and all 3 packs of MDF. It's huge.
That is for £129.99. You should be paying £160.83. So you've already got a massive saving of over £30 on there. But that will get you everything. That's the entire collection.
£30. So what's that free? That's like getting flower die free, a stamp, and nearly a stencil.
there you
Nearly
go. You
ish. I'm no
can't go
Carol
wrong.
Vorderman, but it's something like that.
It's something like that, though,
Something
isn't it?
like
Let's be
that.
fair.
Yeah.
That we're looking at. Sheila's emailed in. Can you? Well, here we go. This is a question
Oh,
that
go
only
on
you can
then.
answer this one. And I saw this earlier and I left it, and I was going to ask you
Oh,
later.
great. We've been set up. Come on, Sheila.
Can you? I was going to ask you in the later show. Can you convert the stamp/die images into SVG files to be able to change the size?
Oh, permission-wise, absolutely. Could I do it? No.
Oh, but we can do. But if we know how to,
You can, yeah.
so we can do the die cuts, scan that into our scan and cut, and make them.
I always feel rude when I say this, but I'm not going to know what they do, am I? I'm not with you, so I would prefer to give you permission than ever make anyone feel guilty.
That was always my answer. I was like, how do you know?
I'm not going to be in their front room,
No,
am
exactly.
I? I'd like to be. I'm quite nosy, but I'm not. So, yeah, absolutely, Sheila. If you would like to. It's above my tech grade, but absolutely, if you can, feel free.
There you go. The answer is yes. Should we shop backgrounds? Or do you want to move? Where are we going?
That's going to be that stencil.
Oh, yes, shop.
Is it?
Yeah, mega. I've got back. Yes, backgrounds next. Your background collection,
Yeah,
the fluffy
that
clouds.
was a
You're right
guess.
by
That was a silly guess.
Oh, I forget you don't know the names either, do you?
Haven't got a clue. Not a clue. So this is your cloud stencil. So this is an 8x8 stencil. It's on its own simply because I felt you might like this to go with your hot air balloons. Again, great for embossing. So we've embossed it in the backgrounds of these couple of cards. Or, of course, you can ink it like the one down here. Or bring in your texture paste. So you think of all of your white glittery texture pastes that you could be putting through that to create that gorgeous cloud background.
They're always handy to have, because they could be mossy hills, or literally you do that, put little legs and heads on, they're sheep. For newborn
Yes,
babies'
they
cards.
are. Yes, you
You
could.
go in with white little blue background.
Yeah.
Good to go. £5. I've still got it. £5.99 is what you're looking at for that one. Should we shop the bundle of gemstone glitters?
Let's.
Because these look beautiful.
Again, brand new and exclusive. Yes, brand new and
new,
exclusive.
people.
So there are 4 brand new colours to our gemstones glitters. These have literally just launched with you this morning, and they're absolutely incredible.
Oh my word.
These match in with our gemstones texture paste. If the colours look familiar, they are. It's literally the same glitter that we put into our texture paste, but brought to you this time in a loose glitter. And we've done that intentionally so you can accentuate your designs. And always treat your things like glitters as ingredients. Think about mixing these in with your texture paste, putting these in with your clear texture paste, putting them over your double-sided tape, foam tape, your self-adhesive sheets we've bought you today, putting them over the glue pens. There's endless options. You can even stamp with glues and then put glitters over the top of them. And this is so fine, you could even stamp over the top of it if you wanted to.
Oh my word, these are
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
You get a lot as well.
Each jar is 50 mils. So yeah, you get an awful lot in here to start with, and that's a very fine glitter, so it's going to go a very long way.
And I'm assuming this is just the start of
So
the glitter collection.
We bought you 4 about a month ago, maybe.
Okay.
Our first 4. This is our brand new 4. There are 4 more.
Oh.
But they won't be out till Christmas.
Oh, there you go then. So get the collection while you can. £17.99 is what you're looking at for your bundle of gemstone glitters. From there, we've got glitter pink, shop glitter pink up next, which is your pink sapphire. Oh, is that on its own?
Yes.
You can get it on its own if you want to go for that. That you've got there. So shop glitter if you want all of them, or you can go...
Shop gemstones if you want all of them, and shop glitter followed by the name.
Oh, here we go.
Ah, that makes sense.
They don't send me the right notes. I'm not going to lie, to be
No,
perfectly honest.
let's
Shop gemstones is what you're looking at. So shop gemstones for all of them, or shop glitter, and then you've got pink if you want to go for the pink. I don't know the others because I won't send the details.
Aquamarine,
Shop aquamarine,
Larimar,
Larimar,
and Violet.
and Violet. Larimar. Wasn't he in Pop Idol? Oh, that was Lamar. Loving.
The wrong show he wrote, Pop Idol. He was what's the other Fame Academy.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I loved Fame Academy.
That's going back.
We
a
even
bit.
went to the tour. That's sad. Isn't
What, to
it?
the house?
No, they did a tour, like an arena tour. We went to that. I loved that.
Last time I worked with you, though, you didn't have ink.
We might not have. We might have.
No, you
don't
haven't.
ask
It was
me
6 months ago.
questions.
You didn't have ink or glitters or anything. So
Yesterday
this
is like confusing to me.
So 10% of the gemstones are already gone. So 10% of the big bundle. Don't confuse yourself and go for them individually. Go for them all. Gemstones, $17.99. The inks are nice.
So the inks are lovely. These are really like a multi-use ink. They're water resistant, they're archival quality, they're pigmented so you can heat emboss them. They're alcohol friendly so you can colour them with your alcohol markers. You can even blend with them if you want to. So kind of do everything. Let's have a little look.
I ain't got it on my car. I won't send this either. Shop Panther is what you're looking at. £6.49.
So Black Panther's going to be your black one.
You've got Black Panther that's in there, or you've got Elephant Grey. Which is this one here, Shop Elephant, that you're looking at, £6.49. Then, I'm guessing it's glue.
Yep.
I'm
So
assuming.
let's go to glue.
Let's go to glue. Once
So
we
we
get
bought
started
you
with
2
notes.
bottles of glue. We bring you this on every show because of it's so popular. It often sells out, so we like to bring you the essentials so you've got everything you need. This is our clear drying glue. There are 125ml bottles and you will receive 2 in your bundle. They come with an ultra-fine nozzle that you actually choose where you cut them down. It will be sealed, but you can choose how thick or thin you want it to be. And then you've got an extra outside case to make sure that it doesn't dry in the nozzle. If our lovely Alison Smith, who has labelled herself our glue lady, is with us today in the comments, she will be one of the many people vouching for how great this glue is and how it doesn't block. She left her nozzle off, or lid off of her nozzle, for 4 days and still went back and it wasn't blocked.
That's good.
That's incredible,
That's good
isn't
glue.
it? How long do we spend hooking out from a nozzle?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do that. These are brilliant. And they go on white, but they dry clear. They also dry non-sticky. So if you want to use it to do eyes and noses of characters, it will dry with like a matte sort of gloss finish. I know that's a bit of a weird one, but it's kind of a nice shine to it.
Take advantage of these. If you want to go for these, the details are about to appear on the side of your screen.
Then you...
Shop glue. They will do shortly. Just giving you a little tease of what's coming up that you've got on this one. Should we move to the layer instead? The layering dies that you've got on these ones. Only for the sheer effects. These are fundamentals. Without these, you can't really make a card.
Now, I have a feeling these might be quite busy. I might be wrong, but we've bought you so far the rectangles, the ovals, the circles, and on every show, everyone said, when are the squares coming? When are the squares coming? Today, we're bringing you the squares.
That's a world exclusive.
These have been out a little while. They're not new, but they are new here, which is what's important. It gives you the chance to get hold of them. So if you've not seen our mats and layer dies before, just quickly to give you a little run through. With these, you have separate innie and outie edges. So I started with the decal edge squares. That gives you a separate stitch line die. That means that you can use them with the decal edges. You can also use them with all of the other edges we'll take you through shortly. So your first one is your deckled squares with stitched edges.
Nice.
Then we move on and we have got the scalloped, oh no, sorry, that's the board showing you if you put the two together, how they're going to cut out. Then we move on and we will have the scalloped version. Now the scalloped version comes with its own pierce detail, and that again is a separate line die completely unattached from either side. So it can be used on its own, or it could of course go into the decal ones, or of course it can go into the ones we're going to be looking at in a moment. This cut gives you a little idea of how you're going to be looking at it, whether you use both together with the pierce or whether you use them as mats and layers with just the pierce and the scallop. And then we move on. So this is all interchangeable. We move on now to the fluted squares.
Oh.
Now this time you're going to receive 11 dies. We sadly simply couldn't fit a different edge between them, but this is why the edges that come with these two are interchangeable with this set. So this gives you your fluted edge that is going to give you an effect similar to this once cut. And of course, if you wish to do two together, then you're going to create this style of framework. But of course, think of adding that stitch detail in, think of adding that pierce detail in. Then we have got your postage style edge collection of squares, which are going to nest up looking like this one, or cut out if you layer them looking like this. And then to finish this off, so in my mind, we've gone from having your fancy edges to your inner pierce details. The last thing we need to finish this collection is the plain squares, so that you've got the plain edges to mats and layers either on top of or within or cut into. So within this set you're receiving 24 dies to give you every feasible option from about 3/4 of an inch up to approximately 8 by 8 inches to give you that multiverse to move between them. And here's just a little board showing you a couple of ways in which we've yo-yoed between them.
The value for money that you are getting here genuinely is ridiculous.
It's huge, isn't it?
That is a lot of dies.
It is.
A lot of dies for your money. £124.99 is what you're going to get on this one. Remember, there are, what's that?
35,
30,
46,
46,
68.
Over 70
90?
dies.
I think 90.
I reckon
Again,
90
no
as well.
Carol.
I'm going for 90 as well.
We need Carol on call.
I'll add them up when you get over it.
Okay, right.
We think there's about 90 dies. 90.
Yay, see, we did that. We've got that. We knew
got
this.
it.
We
It
can
took
count
us
to 90.
Took us a while between the two of us and a calculator for £124.99. It's ridiculous value for money. In theory, that is everything you are ever going to need and more.
Square-wise,
Square-wise,
absolutely.
you're never going to really need another edged square.
And I mentioned the other ones that we've brought out earlier because they all intermix. So like the circles are on the later show. So bringing in those circles and cutting out the apertures with the same edges and same details inside the squares, so it's brilliant. We're going to do that in the first demo.
Take advantage. One more thing to show you and then we are done. Okay, and then we'll get down to demos. So that is your layering dies. £124.99 is what you're looking at on that one. Should we talk about the sheet? The adhesive sheets. So $4.99 for your adhesive sheet. Shop chic.
These sold out last time we was with you, so we thought we'd better bring them back. Of course, these are going to work brilliantly with the glitter. So these are self-adhesive sheets, like double-sided tape, but in A4 sheets. So we can cut them out, place them down, and then apply glitters, flakes, anything like that over the top of them. You can die cut through them if you wish to. You can emboss them once you've done it. You can even put them onto your card and die cut your cards so that you've got easy peel, stick, die cuts. Loads of things we can do with them.
Take advantage, £4.99. Shop chic is what you're looking at on that one. Should we do-si-do?
Yep, come on then.
In the comment section as well, I'm reading all these, and it's normally when Jamie's in, I'm used to reading comments like this. But things like your glue is amazing. It's the best ink to be stamping on your MDF with, and it's the best ink for mixed media and things like this. These are the things that you need to read so you know what you're buying into. There has not been a bad comment yet about anything that we've shown you.
Don't go requesting them.
Oh, you don't need to request them. Trust me, they come on their own that you've got on here. But yeah, everyone is loving everything you bring because you are synonymous with quality. Now, everything you bring us is quality and it's usable. Everything you can use.
That's what we want, though, isn't it? We want tools that we're going to go back to time after time and know that they're going to do the job we want them to do. So all I'm going to do for the beginning of this demo is I'm just going to bring in some of our stamps and we're going to place them down onto our platform.
Okay.
And we're going to pick those up just so we've got them in the right places roughly. We're going to die cut these so it doesn't matter too much where they are because of, spatialness. We just need to leave enough room for the die. We're going to bring in our black ink, which as you can see is lovely and juicy directly from the pad. So we've got a great coverage with that. That one was the Black Panther that we're using. And then we're going to go in and we're going to stamp these down.
So Shop Panther, if you want to go for the black ink, £6.49. If you wanted to go for the elephant grey, £6.49. Shop Elephant.
I'm happy with that. That'll do.
Look at them.
So we'll take that part out now, and we'll move back to those, and then we'll dig into our dies. So I've hid these in my little case in here somewhere, and we're going to find actually. Here I go. Here's the thing I think I forgot.
Wow.
I don't think I've bought any masking tape.
We can.
Oh, what an honour. Honestly, I drove up here thinking there would be something I have forgotten.
Oh, I do the same.
Why, I always forget
Mine's
something.
lunch.
Usually I can cover it up, but this time, why we're looking for some masking tape, because they've already run off to find me
They're
some,
on it.
which is very, very kind. What we'll do is we'll show you this part. So we mentioned that the MDF matches with our stamps. So we'll do this as a little mini demo. So if we bring in our butterfly stencil and we anchor that down in place, we can then bring in our MDF and place that into the little void that is found within that stencil. So everything then is going to stay in place for us while we do our stamping. So if I go ahead and find our butterfly stamp, that's good, that's better than nothing.
I don't know what you're going to do with this.
We'll take
I'll
it.
just hold it until you need it, though.
Okay,
I know
all right,
if I put
sorry.
it down,
That's
it's
it.
all going to tangle up.
We're going to just leave Adam caught up now for hours. I won't, I promise. So we're going to match our stamp to where our MDF is. And we're going to find our ink once again. And then we can apply our ink over the top of our stamp, just like we did for the flowers.
So I'm assuming we could do this with embossing.
Of course you could, yeah. If you want to emboss them, you can do. If you want to use all your different mediums, you could. You could use your sticky glues and then flake them, if you prefer. Very conscious, I've just left you kind of stuck together. Sorry.
I can't stand close to the counter either, just in case I stick to all the packaging.
You look like one of them fly tapes.
Just question
Sorry.
that I was trying to read at the same time. Morning, guys. Jamie, will you be doing re-inkers for your ink pads?
We will.
You will. There
We
you
will
go.
be, yes. Our first set are due to arrive in the next few weeks. Next,
There you go.
about
Look at that.
too many dates, but yes, the first set are en route. So that is our perfectly stamped butterfly. Now, as I mentioned, if that had have moved, then we could have put it back into the stencil. Of course, being a symmetrical shape, we could flip that over, we could stamp on the reverse of it, so we could turn it into a little hanger or a little stand, whatever you wish to. All of the flowers, all of the different MDF bits match up perfectly.
No, I like it.
Are we going to tear off some small bits?
I'll let you tear, unless you've got scissors or you want to use your teeth. It's up to you.
Oh no, my teeth, they'd fall out. Honestly, they go like Tic Tacs.
Oh, it does tear. It's terrible tear.
They'd be
Oh, okay,
picked
I
up
can
from
tear
all
it
over the
for you.
floor. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring in some dies and we're going to match up exactly where we're going. So this is the beauty of having the dies that are going to coordinate perfectly with your stamped images. So just take in the die, place it down and add a small amount of tape over it to anchor it in place.
Is that a hint to make it smaller?
No.
is that a subtle hint, Adam? That tape was massive.
Absolutely huge. I don't know, you
Could
just
you cut
can't
this
get the dispensers anymore.
Wow, it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months since I did work like this. I can't tear.
We're a bit slow. We'll get there.
I'm semi-retired.
Semi-retired. Should we just leave it there? They'll get the idea. We don't need to do all of them, do we? We'll do that. That'll be fine. They'll get the idea.
I'll leave that there.
All matching, all coordinating. So we'll place that down on our machine and we'll send that through on our plates.
What stamping platform are you using?
I'm using a Vasson Creative stamping platform.
Have you got them coming?
No. That's
Sorry, done.
held back from a previous world. But it's a good stamp press, so it's kind of stuck with me. You get a good tool, you stick with them, don't you? But yeah, maybe in time. Whenever you asked if they were coming, maybe in time. Whenever you go on to tools and bits, you're suddenly looking at needing to buy millions of them, aren't you? We're a very little company.
Do
but
Highlight
maybe
do
one
stamping
day.
platforms? There you go. Check out the Highlight website. A Kit and Caboodle one. There's one on these. There'll be one on the website for you.
So as you can see, your die has matched up perfectly to go in and cut out your flowers for you.
That's
No
amazing.
hassle, really nice and simply done. Only hassle was the masking tape because I'd gone and forgot it like a nana. But you know, these things happen. Of course, you've also created the aperture that you've made now within your card as well. So that's perfectly usable if you would like to too. Now, as I mentioned earlier, one of the bits I found really lovely with these is actually having the ability to shape them. Not only now can I stamp the designs, I can shape them as well. And with these flowers being quite big, one of my favourite ways to fold them and shape them is by folding them. And all I'm doing with these, just to give you an idea, is taking them, folding them in half, a bit like you would tea bag folding. You can do this with a bone folder so it's a bit neater, but we're not going to see it, so it doesn't matter too much. But we're just folding it in half in all directions so that we've kind of created that little cross on the reverse of it. And then I would just push in and shape up around the flower just so it sits with a bit of dimension. It doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't have to be amazing, it just has to give it a little bit of movement so that we can then build them up. Now, I do tend to colour mine before I shape them, obviously, and I will cut them before I colour them, just in case anything moves in the machine. It saves me colouring it and to then have to redo them if I've moved them. So I tend to cut, then colour.
But then with the precision nozzles that you're getting on the glue and going in with the brand new colour glitterways that we've got on the show as well, you could really go to town with some of these. Remember, shop Floral if you want to go for the brand new dies, or shop Mega if you want to go for everything, stencils, MDF, dies and stamps. Already 20% of that big bundle is already gone, and this is one of two shows today for Jamie, but the second show is different.
It is. We will be looking at the Cuddly Clan. You'll love them. They're cute little characters. Yeah, there's a little dog that holds onto a spanner, and Deirdre like the Disco Diva.
Deirdre the Disco
We will be introducing you to Deirdre. Yep, Deirdre's a cutie.
Excited.
Bit of a drinker, Deirdre.
Is she?
Yeah, bit of a drinker.
Oh, I know some of them.
Say nothing. So we're going to bring in one of our panels and place that down. Now, our filigree dies, or our panel dies, sorry, this is what I wanted to explain to you a little bit more and actually showing it to you in the plate form. So if we bring in a couple of these, so this is our postage stamp edge die. Let's go for one bigger actually. Let's go up a bit larger so we can see what we're doing. Once we've got that edge in place, we can now start bringing in our different pierced or stitch effects to add into them. So maybe we want to leave a bit of a gap. So we'll go for this one and place that down on the inside of it. Maybe from there, we want to go in and we want to add in more of an aperture to this, or more of a detail. So the circles that we've got coming up on the later show today could then go into the centre of that. Nice. You could even then add in the same pierce detail as a circle into the middle of that one if you want to, so that it matches in and that panel has a use as well, and sort of the same finishing. But you might choose instead to add in a couple more layers of your pierce details instead. This is about giving you the freedom to pick what bits you want to use and building up your own panels. If we give them to you with all attached edges, we've limited the amount that we can create with them. This way you can choose what you want to do.
If you want to go for the glue, the details for the glue were on your screen. Let me tell you now, if you want to go for the two little ones, it's Shop Glue. Okay, so this is Shop Glue for these two little ones. Details are there now, £12 and 99 pence, 125 mils, and you get two of them. Or Shop Litre will get you the litre of glue where you can decant into the smaller bottles if you wish, or you can use it with the precision top that you've got there. But what I like about it, it's an easy squeeze bottle.
Easy
it's
squeeze.
Not one of them rock hard bottles that you get in some of the glues that you can never use. So it's an easy squeeze bottle. So you could, if you're able enough, you could go straight from the large bottle. The choice is yours. Shop Litre or Shop Glue, the choice is yours of what you want to go for that one.
So onto the card, all I've done is I've taken my circle with the decal edges, which will be coming up later with the stitch edge, and I've nested that inside the stitch edge square with the decal edge to the outside. So just those two sets have been used to create this one aperture frame. We're then going to bring in and build up the central part here, and we're just going to bring in a whole selection of our flowers and start yo-yoing these around slightly. You can spend a lot more time doing this when you're at home than I'm going to, but it's just a case of building up a little display to see what we can create.
Now, if we wanted more inspiration,
where
can we find more inspiration?
Well, we do a Monday Night Natter every Monday at 7 p.m, which is our Facebook Live, which again is your chance to ask any questions, anything we don't cover. That's where we also give sneaky peeks. So this brand new collection, we gave a sneaky peek this Monday just gone, sharing all of the different samples. So again, if you want to see more samples, that's a great place. Also, while you're on our Facebook page, that's again where we post endless content. Endless. I often think we must get on people's nerves because there's always a different post going up. We share about 4 or 5 posts a day.
That's good though.
With different inspiration and different
inspired.
bits. Well, that's what we need, isn't it? So that's a great place to have a little look, really. And then, of course, we've got a YouTube channel as well where you can catch up on our lives, and we also do some videos on there too.
There you go. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go and follow. What are we typing in?
Jamie Rodgers Crafts.
There you go.
Wherever
Jamie
you go,
Rodgers Crafts.
Jamie Rodgers Crafts, and I will appear like a genie. And there you go. That completes that one for you. So bringing in the flowers from the floral square die set and stamp set, and then of course our main flowers, and then of course our butterfly as well. So we've gone through 3 sets for that one.
Now if you're thinking, well, I've got none of these, how do I get hold of it? Shop Mega is what you want to do. The details are on the side of your screen at the moment. £129.99 will get you all the stamps, all the stencils, all the dies, the MDF thrown in there as well. And everything works together. Everything works together, so you can mix and match everything that you've got in this one. Already over 20% of the stock has already gone for that mega bundle. Remember though, if you're thinking £129.99 this time of the month, you've got your ClearPays. You've got your PayPals where you can split in 3. You've got your Klarnas on there as well. Shop online, liveshopping.vip is where you're looking on this one. Split the cost, make it easier for yourself that you've got on us. So if it's something you really enjoy, split the cost. You haven't got to spend it all. As if we've only got 9 minutes left.
Have we really?
Yes.
Goodness. Okay, shall we do this little demo?
Let's do the
Is that
demo.
all right,
I'm in your hands.
So we're
going
going
to
to bring in some glitter and play with this. And we're going to use...
like you. I just turn up.
Just turn up and hope we don't get kicked out.
I just wait for someone to say yes or no.
So we're going to bring in one of our self-adhesive sheets. Now, one of the bits I love about these is they've got a little flush edge to them, so there's no struggling to lift off the top. It's easy to do. We're then going to place that down onto just a piece of card. At home, you could be a bit more frugal than this, but just for speed, we're going to plop that down there, and we're going to remove the top part of it. So we now have our sticky area to work with. This is when we can then bring in our glitters. So we're going to play around here a little with our gemstones glitters. Now, again, when you're at home, you can do this a lot neater than I'm going to, and you can be a lot more frugal than I'm going to be. I quite like making mixes with my glitters, so I don't tend to bother putting them back in the pots. If you want to put them back in the pots and you want to save onto them and you want to keep them as separates, then absolutely you can just take one colour away at each time. But for speed, we're going to bring in all 4, and we're just going to sprinkle them out. And I'm going to purposely go for the darkest one last, just because I didn't want it to be too overpowering. So this is going to fill in the voids between where we've already gone in with our first colours. And then we can add a bit more if we need to, but we're just going to go in and burnish that down and create our own blended background. Now, of course, we could have stuck to one colour. We don't have to do all 4. We could have gone and added in something else. It doesn't always have to just be glitters that we add into them. We could add in mica powders or gilding flakes or any of them other mediums to break up between the glitters. But I actually really like that. I think that's a really nice rainbow. So we'll tap off that excess. As I say, normally at home I would pop that into a little pot and keep hold of that so that I've got my own little combo, but that's what we're after achieving. So I've already done one of these and we've got it ready to go. So we're going to bring this one in. It's already layered up. And we'll add this onto our card blank. Shop
Gemstones is what you're looking at on this one. Shop Gemstones. Need the S on the end. £17.99 will get you all 4 of the glitters that you've got on these ones. So it's Shop Gemstones. So Lisa Love, just you need to add an S to your thing, just so you know.
That's easily done, isn't it?
Yeah, just retype it in.
I'm never very good at any of that spelling malarkey. So, okay, onto our actual card. We're going to bring in our panel, and this is using our butterfly, and I've just put that into one of our plain squares, and we're going to place that down so the glitter shows through the aperture. We're then going to bring in the outside of the butterfly to make another layer to go over the top, a nicer frame as such. And this one we're going to use the stitch line that comes with the decal, and we're going to use the scallop edge, which of course comes with the scallop and the pierced set. So this time we're using a couple of different sets to go through them. We're going to match that up, and then we're going to place that over the top there, just so we've created that little shadow effect. And then we're going to finish this off, if I can retrieve it. It's gone under my mat. There we go. We're going to add a little bit of silver mirror card up to this top corner. And then on top of that, we're just going to bring in one of our stamped verses, which we've stamped in the elephant grey, just to match in with that sort of silver tone that we've got coming through from the glitter.
And are these the sentiments from
They are.
Stamp Sentiments?
Yeah, they are our lace sentiments.
You get those if you're going for the stamps, or if you're going for that mega bundle, they're all in there as well. How beautiful, but quick and easy was that card to make. And remember, you can get it by shopping collection. If you go for your shop collection, that will get you the stamps. So that will get you all 6 of the stamp sets if you do the shop collection. The A6 stamps are £49.99. Or you've got your florals, which will get you all the dies that we've seen earlier as well. So that will get you the brand new dies, which work well with the stamps. But obviously, if you want it all, you're shopping mega, which will get you everything. And that is the collection, then, and that's everything I'm ever going to need.
That is. There is no plans to go any further.
There you go. So you're going to get everything you need and more in there. And then, I know, look at me adding to your money. But I would definitely think about your
They're
squares.
just a tool, aren't they? They're a tool
really,
that we
really
need for
are.
life. Every card you go to, the one thing we need is the mats and layers. And this builds our library. There will be more to that library later in the year.
Get a hold of them while you can. I said the circles are in our later show this morning. We've got coming up in about 2 hours' time that you've got on this one. But they're fundamentals. It's like tape. It's like glue. Without them, you can't build your cards. Well, you can, but they're not very square and they're not very set.
Gives you the professional finish, doesn't it?
And that's what you've got. What's the angel policy with everything with Jamie Ross?
Make as much as you want. We want you to be able to make and sell or raise for charity, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? So yeah, there is an angel policy on our website if you want to have a little read of it, but the general consensus is do as much as you can.
Make and sell. Do what you can. Are we going through the big bundles again? Yes, please. Let's go one more time. Let's see if we can whip through. We've got 4 minutes. Let's see if we can go through the brand new Shop Floral is what we're going to look on this one. So let's Shop Floral, which will get us our brand new launch this morning, world exclusive, never been seen before on social.
Universe, come on.
Universal
We like this.
on none of the social platforms. The brand new dies.
So this one's going to give you the lace border die set with 3 dies in there to match up, of course, with your stamp set if you wish to, or can be used completely on its own. Then we move on to the butterfly die set. This one's going to give you 7 different dies, including those deboss butterflies, your outline butterflies, your filigree panel, and of course your separate antennae if you wish to build that one up. Then we move on and we have your hot air balloon. So this again is giving you 3 dies, your outside edge to create your aperture or to match up with your stamp, or of course to be used with your filigree panel to cut that out. Then you've got your separate filigree panel and you've got your banner. Nice. Then we move on to your flowers, and as I say, this genuinely did get a bit carried away when we was doing this one. So we've ended up with 18 dies in here, giving you filigree dies, deboss dies, and then outline dies to match in with your stamps or to be used on their own. And then you've got your matching lace square die set, giving you 15 dies in this one. So you've got your innie and your outy edges, then you've got some of them deboss dies, and then you've got the outline edges to go with those.
If you want to go for that, it's Shop Floral. Will get you all the dies. Just before we quickly move on to the stamps, Janet, you're after Shop Sheet. It was the adhesive sheet pack that Jamie used to do the glittery background that you're looking at. So for £4.99, Shop Sheet. The details are on the screen at the moment. From florals, though, let's move on to Shop Collection, which is the stamps that work with the dies.
So yeah, these perfectly match up as you've seen, and you've got your butterfly design. We have our lace square design. We have our lace flowers. I love these. I just think they're so pretty. Then we've got our lace balloon and sentiments and banner. You've got your lace border. And then finishing off, we've got our lace sentiments, giving you all of these pieces that are going to fit within that banner, and then your sort of insert panel pieces as well, if you wish.
Shop Collection, £49.99 with the £9.95 saving that you've got on this one. So that's £49.99 for all the stamps, if you just want to go for the stamps on their own. From there, we've then got the stencils that match.
We do. So we've got the balloon stencil, which of course is going to match.
Shop Hot is what you're looking at. That one, £3.99.
Then we've got your butterfly stencil.
Shop Fly, £3.99.
And then your flower stencil.
Shop stencil, £3.99. We then move into the wonderful world of the MDF.
We do. So we'll start with the balloons. This is going to give you 3 of the balloon panels and 3 of the matching banner panels, all in one set.
Shop MDF balloon, £3.99.
And then we have your butterflies, giving you 3 of the large and 3 of each of the small.
Shop MDF butterfly, £3.99.
And then you've got your MDF flowers, giving you 27 pieces.
Shop.
Butterflies.
Oh, butterflies. You need the s. You need the s. Butterflies. You need the S on the end. Butterflies. And then you've got the MDF flowers.
And then the flowers have got 27 pieces in them, which are going to match up as well. And this is what I love about this collection. I think it gives you the ability to take it off to every type of craft you want to.
No, it's true.
Whether you're mixed media, whether you're home decor, whether you're doing scrapbooking and you want to use these on the outside of your album covers, whether you just want to do some stenciling, die cutting, stamping, it's got everything you need to take you through every part of it.
I think you've gone through, I think we've answered the question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. So the MDF,
Yep.
is that the same size as the dies?
The dies are fractionally bigger because I allow for that white edge around the side of them, but that can work in your advantage.
I was going to say, because then could we start layering up?
You can. Somewhere in here, I held it up earlier. This is the best example for that. This is our butterfly. So in the middle of this, we have got our MDF.
Oh, there you
but
go.
you're going to notice there is just a slight fraction where we have to be larger. See, the MDF is made to be exactly the same size as the stamp, so we don't end up with an edge to it. But the die has got to be slightly bigger, so we don't cut away the stamp.
We've got 15 seconds.
Okay.
That was the quickest 5 minutes ever. It
That
really,
was
really
quick,
was.
wasn't
Don't go anywhere. We are back at 12?
Yes.
12 o'clock with another brand new show, brand new cadence coming up next as well. I will see you very, very soon. Bye now.